After my first video yesterday, I discovered a lot of people watched it, and it kind of trended among some people. I saw some people post about it on their Facebook, on their WhatsApp, yeah, on their Facebook and on their WhatsApp, that everybody wants to build strategic relationships and leverage on them, and at the same time try to build influence on it. And I felt like it would be very, very important to make these videos on four ways you can build strategic relationship. It is one thing to wish that you build relationship. It's one thing to begin to have it at the back of your mind that you want to really scale through in 2020, but you must really understand what you need to do part time. And that's why I said this year, 2020, is a year of process. So whatever you be laying your hands on, you must understand the process you need to get it done. So four ways you can build strategic relationship, or four things you need to do. One, you must first ask yourself, what type of relationship do you want to build? Do you want to build a romantic relationship? Do you want to build a business relationship? Do you want to build an informal relationship? Do you want to build an employee to an employer relationship? You must have it at the back of your mind, or it's better to write it down. So you must. That's the first question to ask yourself: what type of relationship do I want to build? Who is the person? Yeah, what type of relationship do you want to build? So once you write it down, it helps you scale further. It helps you understand the next process to take, and the next step to do is, what do you intend to achieve with the relationship? So if it's actually going to be a romantic relationship, probably you want to date someone, you want to get married to someone. That's the reason you're trying to get into that relationship. And if it's for business relationship, what do you intend to achieve? Do you intend to achieve connection, job connection, or for the sake of hype, or for the sake of increasing your personal profile? You can actually say, I want to have a relationship with the person because I know this person is influential, and once they see me around this person, it will help my personal brand. And it might not even be for that reason. It might be, okay, because this person would know me and would get to talk, I might have connections through this particular person. I might use that for my social profile. I might also use it for one thing or the other. So you should try to write these things down. First is, what type of relationship do you want to establish? The next thing is, what do you intend to achieve with this relationship? Don't just go out there and say, oh, we're trying to establish a relationship because we want to build leverage on it and get influence, then just go out like that. No, you're not going to achieve anything at the end of 2020. Believe me, December is going to come and you're not going to achieve anything. So you must first ask, what type of relationship do you want to build? Then what do you intend to achieve with the relationship? The third question to ask, or the third step, is, what value are you bringing, or what value do you possess? If it's actually an employer to employee relationship, there are some particular values you need to possess. Maybe interactive, probably some attributes like being sincere, being honest, being a team person. If it's going to be a business kind of relationship, then you need to have some value. If the person is actually in the entrepreneurial line, a business person, then you need to understand a little bit about business, because how do you establish relationship when you don't get to communicate? If the person is actually into the medical line, you need to have probably a little knowledge about that, so that when you get to interact, you don't just get to interact on anything, just anything. If you're trying to get connection with someone in the medical line, and the reason you're trying to do that, what you're trying to achieve from that is, you're trying to get a recommendation from the person, then you need to prove it. You need to prove it by showing some of your medical knowledge. You don't just come and say, meet a random person and say, I want you to help me get this and this and this and this, after you just met the person for the first day. It does not work that way. So you need to ask yourself, what value do you possess to be able to be worthy of connecting or accessing this relationship? If you don't have that value, then I would suggest that you go get the value. And I'm going to make a video on that, on few steps to building value. It's more like a shortcut, but nothing is actually a shortcut in life. It's just some points that would help you not just beat around the bush, like some main points that you need to know in order to build the right type of value. Then the last thing to note is, where or how do you intend getting this relationship? fine, the person is an entrepreneur, you're trying to build a business connection, you probably want to get funding for your startup or some other things like that. Where do you build this relationship? This is might sound really pretty simple, but a lot of people do not know about all these things, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I've seen people on their timelines now shouting they want to build strategic relationship, they want to leverage on it, and I'm pretty sure not everyone will know how to go about all these things, and that's why I'm making this video. So the last thing to know is, how do you get access to these people? How do you, where or how do you get to build this relationship? And I will not really try to explain so much on this. It's just simple. You need to know, once you know the set type of persons that you want to build a relationship with, then the next rational question to ask is, where do they go? Where can I meet this person? You don't have the phone number of the person, you don't know the person, but you want to build a relationship with the person. What kind of event does this person attend? You need to attend such events. The person will not just know you out of the blues. Or what kind of social media channel does this person have? Is the person active on Instagram? Does the person reply to people DMs? Does the person is the person really very active on Twitter? Should I begin to do strategic commenting on the person's Twitter channel? Person post, I put it on notification. I'm just trying to give examples. You put it on notification, you're the first to comment. You comment on something very, very interesting, intellectual, relating to what the person posted. That way you begin to like get the person's attention, and from there you can build a relationship with the person. So it's very, very important that you know how to go about building this relationship. Is it that you should attend events? There are events around the whole country. There are events around Africa that you can attend that are actually free. I'll just give you I'll give you just one. Just go to eventbrite.com and follow the link. Once you follow the URL or open the website, you would see different events around Nigeria that you can attend, either paid for or the ones that are very free. That's if the kind of relationship you want to build would warrant that you attend events. I'm just giving you a heads up for that, more like a bonus. So these four things are very, very important if you want to build strategic relationships, or if you want to build relationship. You need to know these four things. You need to write it down. You need to have it at the back of your mind. You need to have a roadmap, and that is what I'll keep talking about till 2020 will end. 2020 is the year of process. Like I said, anything I'll be talking here, or anything I'll be saying, anything I'll be teaching on, I'll be teaching it in form of process, like steps you need to take. It's not just that I'm trying to wish that you get this thing done, wish you get that thing done, and you're not following process. You want to get a job, there are processes to it. Process is that you have your resume, or you have your CV, and for you to have your CV, it means that you need to have a particular kind of skill, or you must have volunteered somewhere or so. And for you to volunteer, or you have a particular kind of skill, you need to have learned it. And for you to learn such a skill, you need to know the skill you want to learn. You need to make sacrifices for it. So everything is just like a chain reaction process. So that's all for now. Have it at the back of your mind that more of these videos will be coming. You can subscribe and hit on notification, so that when next I make another video, you would not need to like try to surf through my profile on Facebook to be looking for the videos. You can easily get it right through YouTube. YouTube is going to notify you, and you can share to friends. It's going to contain business and every other thing that would be very important towards self-development, growth, and all things. Like I said, we are in a year of process. I came up with the theme of the tag. We are in a year of process, and three things or three goals that I'm very, very particular about, which I'm focusing on for 2020: relationships, leverage, and influence. So join me as we keep scaling. Enjoy.